I have this graphic I show of one of my clients it's probably an 8-year span, but it's showing how the first 4 years are kind of like, well, they're kind of there, right? But it's 92% program, 90% program, 91% program. And then to show what happened when we shifted that to 75% program and more in admin and fundraising. Oh my goodness, the
Yeah,
revenue started increasing. And what happened even further on? So like to show them what that can be over a span of 5 to 10 years is huge and speaks volumes. And it's super important to the board member who says, we can't do that. We want as much money to go in programs. Well, over here on our growth, we're actually putting double back into programs, even though the percentage is less.
yeah.
So that doesn't add up. So I love, you're so right. I want them to be understanding the annual giving rhythm, but they got to be looking out further and longer.
Totally. And I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Just kind of my dislike towards the 100% model, and there is a backstory there. So, I when I was at Liberty in North Korea, I pushed our organization to actually embrace this 100% model. And when we did grow. We grew significantly, but not because we embraced the 100% model, because we were spending 30 to 40% on overhead.
Right.
We were hiring the right people, and the way it was being marketed to the outside was, even though we had funders for overhead and it was a different bank account and different fund, so 100% private donations were going to programs. If you put the overall fundraising dollars together, it was still 30 to 40% of total revenue.
Yeah.
And so you create this real disadvantage, and you perpetuate this problem in the nonprofit community. The less you spend on overhead, the better it is. When in reality is the more you spend on overhead, and of course there's a threshold, but the more you spend on overhead, the more impact you will make.
Yeah.